The original recipe my mother had from my grandma called for 15 cups. It was a 5-pound bag of flour when we make this. I'm Shermaine Guzman, and this is my daughter.
Hi, I'm Brittany.
And today we are making Biscochitos. So this is a 1/4 cup of lard we're putting in the bowl, 1/4 cup sugar, and then I need the hand mixer behind you. Now it calls for a beaten egg. I don't beat the egg and then add it in. I just put the egg in and beat it in there and then mix it in. Now we need to put in the anise liquid, which is how much?
1/2 teaspoon of anise liquid.
1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. And then, while I mix that together, these are anise seeds.
They need to be ground in a mortar and pestle to release all the flavor. Just sprinkle those in.
Yep, just pour them in. So now on this part, we would normally be putting in warm wine. I never use wine because I never have wine. I don't drink wine, so I don't have it. I used to get it from my neighbor across the street, Carrie. I could always run over there and say, "Do you have any wine?" And she would give me the wine I needed. But since then, I just use water. After that, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder and a cup of flour. And then this is all just gonna get sifted in. And then we mix. From here, I'll use my hands and get this into a rolling consistency. I remember being a little girl coming home from school, and my mom would always make these around the holidays. But I could smell them from the outside as I was approaching the back door. I always get so excited because we knew she was making the Biscochitos.
What does Biscochito mean, Mom?
It means little biscuit. And so these are supposed to be like a little thicker than a regular cookie and definitely not as sweet as like sugar cookie. I know when I was pregnant, I craved them every night. I'd wake up and I'd go in and I'd have 3 of the Biscochitos and a tall glass of whole milk, and then I'd go back to sleep every night while I was pregnant. So they say when you crave something and you eat that, the baby's going to love it. And she loves them. Now we're just going to roll these out, and then I am going to cut them.
How thick would you say that dough is, Mom? Looks
What
like it's
would you
almost
say?
1/2 inch, maybe?
Yeah. And then I can take these, run them off to the side into the flour, and Brittany will dip them. What we have over here are chocolate sprinkles, because that's my favorite. But I think traditionally they're just the cinnamon sugar. That's what my mother likes the best, and
That's what I
Brittany
like
likes the best.
All right, ready?
The recipe calls for 400 for 12 to 15 minutes. So my mother says she never quite mastered my grandma's recipe. Grandma didn't have a recipe, she'd just throw everything in. So Mom said, "Mother, let me catch it and measure it as you're making it." And that's what my mother did. And if she added more flour, she'd adjust it on the paper that, she added another 1/4 cup. And then that's how the recipe came to actually be. And that's what we hand down now is an actual recipe. But Grandma Archuleta didn't have a recipe. She just threw it all together. And here we go. We're gonna check them first. They're good.
All right.
Let's just take them on out. It smells like Christmas in here. These are addictive for our family. We start eating them, we can't stop eating them. They're so delicious.